Next man coming up to the stage hails from the cheese state of Wisconsin. Give him a round of applause for William Brasington. You know what I love about this stage is on one side there's a metaphor that I'll never succeed. On the other side you got this guy just... Laughter is my eyes. So there's not a single moment in all of your experience where people change emotion faster than when they're helping you back up a car. They go from Zen master to there's a fire in the theater like that. They're like, no, back it up. Back it up. No, you got plenty of room. Come on. Come on, more. No, come on. Stop! You got an inch until the bumper. Where were you when I had 4 inches till the bumper? I know how measurements work. Buy a ruler! So, I was waiting for a friend the other day, and he was late, like really late, and he like about 30 minutes, and he showed up, and he's got a coffee. And he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry I'm late. And I'm like, not sorry enough that you didn't stop to get a coffee. And like, coffees are hot or they're iced, so I know how long you've had it. Anyway, this meeting is about how we're not friends anymore. Actually, I'm surprised you came to this meeting. Like, we're just going to talk about us not being, you know, we're cool. We're cool. So, I drink alone a lot. It's weird, though, because when you start drinking, you do it in a big group, you know? Like, you're 18 to 21 or something, and, like, people are like, oh, let's go to a party and just get fucked up. And you're just doing it so you can talk to girls and shit. And, like, yeah, I love Schlitz, whatever. Like, you're just trying to get past the feeling. And then you get older, and you're, like, in your 20s, and you're like, no, you just get just a couple friends. It's like 4 or 5, you're like, let's get wine and watch Sideways. No, we're low. And then you get to like 27, and you're like, I can drink alone. I don't need anyone else to do this. And like, you kind of like it that way. And it's weird, because you've gone from orgy to having sex to masturbating. And you prefer it. You went from social lubricant, and now you're lubricating yourself. Anyway, I'm not in AA. Soon, though. So I'm a big fan of abortion, you guys. Like, now there's people who are like, no, I'm pro-choice. And I'm like, no, target me, you know, anti-people. Like, I love it. I would shoot a baby in the head. And people say you can't abort a fetus because a fetus is a person. And I'm like, please. I've got friends who aren't people. I'm not a person. I'm 27. I don't have a job. I ran out of unemployment. The government gave up on me. I woke up at 1 p.m. today. I've been wearing these pants for 2 weeks. You can abort me. I would not mind. So you guys, how did they have sex? Because like, think about it, you're like, well, I don't know. No, you're not going to be able to figure it out, all right? They're lizards covered in spikes. How did a stegosaurus is like an upside down U with just spikes? How did they get up on that? How did T-Rex have sex? Like, T-Rex can't even give a reach around. Get down there. So I just say, put all your money into cloning so we can bring a dinosaur here and now and say, Mr. Velociraptor, how did you have sex? How do you have sex with a girl? And he goes, shit, man, I don't know, go to a bar. You dance with a chick, she'll fuck you. So vegans.
Give me that transition.
Thanks, man. I work a lot on transition. It's important, because you're like, weren't some dinosaurs vegans? Yeah, like Brontosaurus. So, that should be their symbol. Nah, fuck vegans. Anyway, vegans get a bad rap. I do, because people say they're like, they just act like they're better than us. Well, they are better than you. I wanted a burrito today, and something had to die for me to eat it. And I'm okay with that. I mean, we all are. That's why there's silence. I'm not judging, don't worry. But it's funny, because people say vegans are like, they're so annoying, but like, man, they don't hold a candle to people who can't shut the fuck up about bacon. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, it's like these people never heard of breakfast before. Like, dude, I like bacon, but people are like, there's bacon vodka and bacon-scented candles. Fuck the bacon, fuck it. And you're like, dude, try a cow hoof or something, Just open your eyes. Eat eyes. Eat another animal's eye. Why are cops the only problematic civil servant? If you Google, like, bad cops, you'll get the show. And then you'll just get tons of news about, some cop who, like, kicked a lady in a wheelchair in a volcano or something. And you're like, oh, they did it again, Mrs. Henderson was right. Anyway, it's not like there's not like ambulances speeding along the freeway and they kick someone out and they're like, no Lithuanians. Like postal office people, they're not beating the shit out of a guy because he put the wrong zip code on his letter. And people are like, well, there are post office workers and they go postal. Yeah, you know who they shoot? The post office. If cops only shot other cops, we'd be fine. Nobody would get nervous when they see the flashing lights in the rearview mirror. There's one perfect civil servant. Firefighters. There are no racist firefighters. There's all the reasons firefighters are great. 1, they fight fires. When something's on fire, they have to go into that fire and put it out. I burn myself on the stove, I'm down on the floor for like a week. 2, they save animals. They save the people, then they go back in for the animals. They save dogs, they save cats. They come out, they're holding the cat's like, oh, Mr. Fireman. Cats don't like anybody. Cats like firefighters. 3, they are hot. I mean, wow. There's no hunky garbageman fire, no hunky garbageman calendars, you know what I mean? Like, they're in good shape. Most of them are volunteers, so they're good people. I mean, dude, like, if you have a girlfriend and she fucks a firefighter, shake her hand. Like, let her cheat on you. You should get a tax credit for that. Just doing your civil service, ladies. Just fuck some firefighters. So, gay marriage, right? Firefighters. Yeah, there's a lot of gay firefighters, you guys. Like, yeah. Anyway, firefighters. No. Gay marriage. It's funny because there's this slippery slope argument that a lot of people use that I really hate, where they say, no, it's a slippery slope. You let gays marry, what next? People are going to want to marry animals? You're going to marry your dog? I'm like, shit, dude. Do you have any idea how excited my dog would be if I proposed to it? Dogs love people. My dog would be over the fucking moon if I asked for its paw in marriage. It says you're like, hey, come get a treat. Come here. There's something hard in there. What is it? It's a ring. You have the wedding. He's got his best man, his little, a border collie. I've known him since puppy school. And you sit there and you're doing the vows and you're looking at that dog and you're like, all these years I was asking, who's a good boy? Turns out it was you. It was you all along. I'd marry a pizza if you let me. So, all women turn into their mothers, but men don't turn into their fathers, because all men turn into the same shitty guy. They all turn into a guy who wears Hawaiian shirts and Birkenstocks with socks and You know, he's got his BlackBerry, and he's like, I like it better than the iPad, because it's got the buttons, and like, he's sitting in the back of a One Direction concert he took his daughter to, and he's got like the earmuffs on, and he's just like, I think it's important to subscribe to a physical newspaper. That's every father in the world. I'm not mad, just sit there pissed off, you know. I love my father. So, people are clear on morality. They know what right is and they know what wrong is. Until you throw football in there. Then people get a little mixed up. You're like, that guy raped someone. Put him in jail. That quarterback raped someone. Whoa. How short was her skirt? Because maybe she was asking for it. I mean, and this happened out in Steubenville. Like, these people, these kids, these stupid, evil kids, like, you know, they got this girl drunk and they raped her and they filmed it, and like, people are defending them. They're like, how are they supposed to know that was wrong? There's no story in the Bible about that. They didn't have smartphones. If Lee Harvey Oswald was an all-state running back, he'd be on TV every Sunday. You know? And even then, you know, it's like JFK published his parade route, was around tall buildings, didn't even have a covered car. Kind of sounds like he was asking for it, you guys. When I did that because I can trust the room. When I don't trust the room, I do a James A. Garfield joke. It goes over much better. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you on this one. So that was very sweet. Just I gotta know. Is this what it's like to be a father? Don't leave. Gotta take that job in Phoenix. I'll send you a hat. So I asked my girlfriend if we could have a threesome. Yeah! I just threw it out there, right, because, you know, it's probably not going to happen, but, you know, just in case. You know, when I walk by soda machines, I still press the buttons. What if something comes out? I did that last week. I got a Fresca. Holy shit, dude. I joined their Facebook page. I bought a t-shirt. I'm allergic to lemon lime. Now I love Fresca. So I say, what do you think about the threesome? And she goes, oh, that sounds good. I'm like, all right. Well, I guess we'll have to start finding some people. She's like, yeah, I got a couple guys in mind. I'm like, guys? She's like, oh yeah, we're going 2 dicks. We're doing a threesome, we're going 2 dicks all the way. And I'm like, but I thought, it's funny, I thought we'd have, you know, 2 vaginas. And she goes, what are you gonna do with 2 vaginas? I'm like, well, well, it goes in 1, so that's 1. And I could lick the other one, and she goes, nobody wants that. But me, all right? Dick, 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 dick. I've got the capacity for practically infinite dicks. So, you know, who you want to call? And I go, you know, our relation's really important to me, and I think we should, like, I love you. Thanks, guys. That was my time. Thank you very much. We'll be Byron, Brasington.